The iPhone 6 is one of the hottest phones on the market. It has a beautiful shiny metal build, soft smooth edges, and wonderful display. The OnePlus One on the other hand has a big beautiful display, killer battery, and an incredibly low price tag. This is Chad, and in this video we'll be doing a full comparison between the OnePlus One and the Apple iPhone 6. So let's go ahead and get started. This video is sponsored by Amcase. Check the link in the description for the new Octo Armor case for the iPhone 6. The OnePlus One currently comes in two color variations, Sandstone Black and Silk White. It'll cost you $299 for the 16GB white version and $349 for the 64GB black version. And these prices are actually the completely unlocked price since the OnePlus One isn't subsidized by carriers. The iPhone 6 on the other hand can be bought for $199 on a 2-year contract, and it comes in 16, 64, and 128GB variants, but if you were to pay the full unlocked price like the OnePlus One, it would be $700+. And also, neither of these devices have expandable storage or removable batteries, so be sure to keep that in mind when you do go and purchase the variant of your choice. On the back, instead of opting for metal, your standard soft touch plastic, or something glossy and cheap feeling, the OnePlus One we tested, the Sandstone Black one, has a fabricy texture to it. It doesn't feel cheap, but at the same time it doesn't feel like the HTC One M8 or other aluminum phones. The backing has a rough sandpaper texture that I like, but it seems like it's just plastic with some textury stuff added to it. To put it in comparison to Samsung's backplates, I would prefer this. The phone is nice and grippy in the hand, and that's especially important considering how large it is. Now Apple on the other hand has kept the metal backing, but this year it has smooth curves going around the edges, which makes it much slicker than last year's iPhone 5S. For me, I have to use a case on it, and it sucks because to me a case shouldn't ever be necessary for any phone. This iPhone is just so incredibly slippery that I really need one. There's no questioning that the iPhone 6 is premium, but aesthetically speaking, I dislike the design. It definitely looks worse on the gold model, and I've noticed the space gray looks good, but I just don't get it. Apple has outlined the top and bottom of the back of the device with these ugly looking antennas that just don't go well with the phone. In terms of the sizing, both of these are polar opposites. The OnePlus One completely towers over the iPhone 6, and that's something you should definitely consider before purchasing. Seeing both devices side by side and in my somewhat small hands should hopefully give you an idea of how usable they are. For me personally, the OnePlus One is just too big, but at the same time I love being able to have such a large display. Speaking of the screens, the iPhone 6's has been increased up to 4.7 inches and now has 750p resolution. Now one thing I like about the iPhone 6's glass is that it curves over the edges and makes interacting with it incredibly nice. The quality of the display overall is great despite being only 750p. Now the OnePlus One has a stellar display with wide viewing angles and solid saturation. That being said, I did notice it could be a bit dim compared to AMOLED displays like on the Galaxy S5, and there also have been reports of people having faulty phones with yellow tints, so if you do end up picking up the OnePlus One, make sure you thoroughly examine it, that way you can get a replacement if something is wrong. One of the areas where the OnePlus One truly shines is in the software. It runs the latest version of Android and it receives updates directly from CyanogenMod, which is new, so it should be much quicker than other third-party OEMs. Also, it's probably the most developer-friendly phone out there, as there's a store where you can install paid and free themes, icon packs, and so much more. It's the most customizable phone out there and I've really enjoyed it. Along with that, it's also really quick and smooth. I've noticed no lag at all and it's really impressive considering how much stuff I've installed on it. Now moving on to the iPhone 6, it runs the latest version of iOS, iOS 8. And as far as the new features go, there's now widgets in the notification bar, the ability to quick respond to messages in apps. Apple Pay allows you to make these payments directly from your iPhone 6. There's now talk to type technology. So all of these are great additions to the iOS operating system, but if you're currently on Android, you probably know that the OnePlus One has all of these features more, and a lot of these features are actually pretty old. With that being said, the iPhone 6 is still very quick and fluid, and if you do decide to purchase the iPhone 6, you won't be disappointed with it, but a lot of these features just aren't really that new. However, one awesome feature that is incredibly innovative and exclusive to the iPhone 6 is Touch ID. It allows you to unlock your phone with your fingerprint, and also make payments with applications like PayPal and purchase items through the App Store without using your password. The OnePlus One has a large 3100 mAh battery that has been easily lasting me throughout a full day, and in some cases 2 days if I use it conservatively. The iPhone 6 on the other hand has a much smaller 1810 mAh battery that will get you through a full day. I've been putting it on the charger every night with about 10 to 15% left, which is somewhat disappointing since I was really looking forward to hopefully a much bigger battery on the iPhone. Now the final thing we're going to be covering is the camera performance, and the iPhone 6 has an 8 megapixel camera, but don't let the small number of 8 fool you, because it's without a doubt in my opinion the best shooter on the market. Now the OnePlus One has a 13 megapixel camera that's also great, but not quite as good as the iPhone's. It's about on the same level as the Galaxy S5 and other high-end devices, so it's still really great. Now wrapping things up here, the iPhone 6 and OnePlus One are both fantastic phones. One is half the price of the other with an enormous display and great battery life, while the other offers a higher price tag, nice display, and incredible camera. But before you make your purchase, I would highly recommend checking out some of our other videos and comparisons that include the $200 Moto G, which is a great value, the aluminum HTC One M8, Samsung's Galaxy S5, the Moto X 2nd generation, and others. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.